Oh, and I can turn my phone off.
Well, I got my tablet here. I can't log in. Dang email.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to our Trophy Club Town Council meeting for January 10th, 2023. The time is now 7 o'clock p.m., and I'll call us to order. We have a quorum with all council members except Mayor Fleury. Will you all please rise for the invocation that will be led by Joel Keeley?
All right, let's pray. God, thanks for this council, our leaders, our public servants, first responders, and just our community. We ask that you would bless it, do your part, and help us to love one another and be salt and light and just help and kindness in this place at this time. And would you bless the meeting, Father, and go before us and give our leaders discernment and empathy. And we just are really, really grateful. Help us to be grateful, Father. Through Jesus I ask it. Amen.
Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag and the Texas flag, led by Council Member Carl Munger.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
One flag's there, one flag's over there.
Our first item tonight is a proclamation recognizing the passing of Kathy Whitworth. Councilmember Flynn will read the proclamation for the mayor.
Good evening. A proclamation of the Town of Trophy Club Town Council recognizing Kathy Whitworth. Whereas Kathy Whitworth was born Catherine Ann Whitworth in Monahans, Texas in 1939 and started playing golf at the age of 14. And in 1958, she turned pro, joining the LPGA at age 19. And whereas between 1962 and 1985, Whitworth won 88 tournaments on the LPGA Tour. Let me reread that. Kathy Whitworth won 88 tournaments on the LPGA Tour, and more than anything else, she also was runner-up 93 times, giving her 181 top 2 finishes. Whereas Ms. Whitworth also has been honored twice as AP Athlete of the Year, and she has been inducted to the LPGA Tour and World Golf Hall of Fames, Texas Sports and Golf Hall of Fame, and the Women's Sports Foundation Hall of Fame. And in 2006, she was named PGA First Lady of Golf. And whereas the Kathy Whitworth Memorial Classic has been located at Trophy Club for the past 21 years, with the 22nd annual event scheduled for June 2023, supporting junior world golf, ladies golf, inspiring young women to embrace confidence, strong values, and responsibility. And whereas one of the 2 golf courses located in Trophy Club is named in honor of Kathy Whitworth. The Trophy Club Country Club houses many of Kathy's trophies and golf mementos in the Whitworth dining room. Now, therefore, I, Alicia L. Fleury, of the Town of Trophy Club, and on behalf of the Town Council, hereby recognize the remarkable achievements of Kathy Whitworth and gratefully acknowledge her commitment to young women, and we hereby extend our sincerest condolences to her family. Passed and approved by the Town of Trophy Club on this 10th day, January 2023.
Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor? At this time, we have Kathy Whitworth's partner, Betty Oley, and Kathy Wright, president of the Trophy Club Ladies Golf Association, with us tonight to accept the proclamations.
Gets the furniture out of the picture.
X's on the floor.
Just take it.
First of all, thanks to each and every one of you from the town of Trophy Club. And maybe if I stand here, I can see you all. And thank you all of you for coming. No surprise to most of you, Trophy Club has held a special place in Kathy's heart for many years, and in our heart for many years. In multiple ways, these homes, in different ways. It changes, it morphs, it becomes bigger, and that feeling of home is ever present. I wondered last week, when coming back to Trophy Club, for the first time since Kathy's passing, I wondered how I would feel driving up, driving by everything, parking, walking in, walking through the corridors. When I entered the parking lot, I was home. When I got inside, I was home. When I saw all of her trophies, I was home. So Kathy is honored.
I would just like to say something. I had a wonderful encounter with her one time. I was playing golf in the early 2000s, and the course was kind of empty, and I'm buzzing around. And I come up to a par 3, and you're looking down, and there are two ladies on the green. And it seemed to take a long time. And I go, oh, God. So I missed the green, of course. I chip on. I missed the putt, of course. And I get up to the next tee box, and they're standing on the tee box. And this wonderful lady says to me, oh, please play through. We play at a very high level of intensity. I thought, okay. So about a week later, we're in the dining room before the big trophy. So I'm looking at the pictures, and I go, oh, that's who that is. Now I understand the term high level of intensity. To win 88 tournaments, you have to have that. So with that, I'll recognize Steve Flynn.
You know, it was an honor to read the proclamation. I asked to do this because I was fortunate enough to meet Kathy a couple times, not as many as certainly the ladies in the room here. And if there's one word I can sum up my interactions with Kathy, it was genuine. She was just a good-hearted soul and nice to every single person she met. And she had a lot of friends. So that's the memory I'll always remember of Kathy.
All of you know that Stephen is a member of Trophy Club, so if you ever want to come up and see the trophies, just Kathy's shoulder and he'll bring you up. There's an incredible history of Kathy in that room. It would be wonderful for all of us.
Absolutely.
Do have anyone else that would like to step up and say a few words? Okay. Moving on. Number 2, receive an update from the Greater Northwest Soccer Association regarding their 2022 fall season. We have Matt Tibbetts to give us an update on the Greater Northwest Soccer Association. Hey, Matt, how you doing?
Good, thank you. Thank you. In the spirit of what we've been saying, thank you very much to the mayor, to the council, to Tony, to Jorge, to Daniel, the full staff that helps make our program what it is. This past year, we've roughly had about 140 teams and almost 1,500 registrants in our program. Looking at the number of games, we had over 600 games that were played in the fall season. Of those, Harmony Park hosted 30% of the U4 through U8 games and 43% of the U9 to U19 games. So when we were having games at Harmony Park, we had anywhere from 11 to 29 games with teams that were traveling in. So thinking about folks that are coming from outside the Trophy Club Roanoke, Justin, Argyle area, we would have anywhere from 130 to over 400 families. And I've mentioned this before to the council. If there's something that the council would like to pass out to encourage folks to come to our restaurants, continue to get those sales tax dollars, we are 100% behind that. So please let us know. Economic development, we talked about that. As far as how are our teams doing, we participated in the North Texas Soccer Tournament of Champions, which for those of you that were here last time I presented, that is the big tournament that they host with over 500 teams, and teams come from as far west as Amarillo and Lubbock and as far east as Texarkana and Tyler. Our U19 boys team came in second place, and our U16 girls team came in third place, so a great opportunity for there. The World Cup, as you know, has happened this fall, and usually we have a bump in registrations from that, so we are already over 1,500 registrants so far for this upcoming season. Our main goal as an association is to provide an economic opportunity for kids to play soccer. We encourage them to do other things, not just soccer. We encourage our coaches to provide a level of safety, security, and love for these kids so that when they look back on their time, they will have a positive experience and have lifelong friendships that they make. We are currently feeding the middle school and high school soccer programs across Northwest, as well as Argyle and Liberty Christian. And because of the fields and services that you provide and the good-natured coaches that we have people from outside the area that also come into play because of the quality of the program that we provide, again, because of the foundation that you provide for us. Looking at opportunities moving forward, we do have some instances where folks are driving their golf carts across the soccer fields and not staying on the sidewalk areas. So I've been talking to Tony about maybe doing some signage for that just from a safety standpoint because we do have children running around there. So I wanted to bring that to council's awareness. And then also Tony and I have been beginning discussions of updating the bathroom and concession areas, and those would be funded by the sponsorships that our current agreement sets us up for. So when we sell sponsorship agreements for things that would be presented at Harmony Park, that money will be set aside and then can be used for improvements to Harmony Park as those come forward. And in addition to that, one line on my left off is that we have roughly 30 youth refs that we were able to provide jobs, if you will. They are 1099, so they're able to work anywhere they want, but some of our more aggressive refs made over $2,000 this past season. So that's all I have. Any questions? Thank you again for your support. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Matt.
Agenda item number 3, receive an update from the Trophy Club Roanoke Youth Baseball Association regarding their 2022 fall season. We have Brent Reynolds will give us an update on the.
Thank you, Council. I'm probably not going to provide as much as what Matt did there, so I am just a little update on the board. Brandon Henning has officially stepped down as our president. We have not voted on a new president, but I'm the only one that was, we'll call smart enough, no, I'll say dumb enough, that is going to take that position. So I joke, but just a quick update on some of the numbers. Pretty good fall season. Overall, we had a 5% increase in the number of players The biggest, I thought was interesting number was that was with a 35% decrease in out-of-area people. So it's a 40% increase in Roanoke Trophy Club kids. So thought that was pretty interesting in the fall. We still aren't, believe it or not, even pre-COVID numbers, we're still not back to pre-COVID numbers. I got a lot of theories as to why that is. The select programs have really, around this area, have really grown. People are pulling up independent select teams left and right. So that's a big money maker, and I think that's what you're starting to see. A lot of recreational type kids are getting pulled into some of these select organizations around, but we're still pretty healthy on our numbers. One thing I was going to thank, as far as Tony and his staff, is that we finally got our batting cage area finally completed. That is definitely an upgrade. There was some safety issues with some of the netting that was there, so we had to get that taken down. We got that completed this fall, and that was a big help. So I appreciate Tony and them for that. So that's really all I had to cover for the fall. So any questions?
Thanks for coming.
I appreciate it.
Agenda item number 4, receive an update from Bobcat Youth Football Association regarding their 2022 fall season. Now, I have Brent Williams listed here. Is there a different person?
It'd be Stacy Powers.
Okay, Stacy, come on up.
Come on, Stacy.
Hello. I'm president of Bobcat Youth. This is Teresa Ladner, my vice president. Quick update. Just want to say thank you to everyone, council, parks department, for giving us this space that we use. For 2022, we had about 706 participants. You're looking at 67% of Trophy Club resident kids. The rest are Roanoke and North Fort Worth. We had a combined of 862 when you are cheerleaders and all of that as well. For 2023, I expect to be well over 1,000 kids. Our Northwest Independent School District is growing, as are we. Currently, there are 6 feeder pattern schools that feed into Byron Nelson. With the addition and the approval of the board, we will be taking on part of Daniels Elementary, so I expect to have another 600 kids that will feed into our youth sports programs. And I expect our numbers to increase tenfold. So we'll see how that works out. We had over 50 head coaches, approximately 100 assistant coaches, giving 6 to 8 hours each week from their teams. That's over 1,000 volunteer hours a week that these coaches gave to our kids. With a season that ran 10 weeks, a considerable amount of hours when you add that in for each person that was coaching. We spent approximately 150 hours utilizing Independence Park. That's the multi-use field that we have, and we use the lights there. I want to thank Tony and his crew for making sure that that grass was great for us. So we are a nonprofit. There is no income and no money carried over from year to year. Anything that's left, we've just carried over for an operational budget. The income that we had was $341,000, with our expenses expending $337,000, leaving a carryover of $3,500 to carry over. So we expend everything we have and put it towards our kids. And that's about it.
Any questions? Ladies, thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
Agenda item number 5, May 6, 2023, election update. Town Secretary Anita Otteson will give an update.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I just have a few key dates to go over. First, candidates can apply between January 18th and February 17th. The application is posted on our website, and they can stop in Town Hall during normal business hours to pick up a hard copy if they'd like that. At our February 14th Town Council meeting, we'll order the election, and that must be completed by February 17th. On February 15th, it's the first day that political signs can go up. So as people bring in their applications, I'll go over the rules for signs and make sure everybody does it right. Then on February 27th, we'll hold a drawing for the order of the names on the ballot. And again, I'll give a presentation at that time when all the candidates are here about political signs. Early voting will run from April 24th to May 2nd, and locations are still not determined. And then Election Day is May 6th, and we'll have voting here from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Okay, any questions?
Chair recognizes Steve Flynn.
I wasn't recognized, but I will make a comment anyway. This is a great opportunity for folks in Trophy Club to participate. So I encourage anybody that's interested in throwing their name in the hat, please consider doing that.
Yeah. Anita, are there plans to post the rules of signage and electioneering so that every citizen or any participant is clear on what, so there's no confusion into the system, into the election season?
All of the rules are part of the application packet, so
Right.
they will get it. It's posted on our website, the packet. I can certainly break them out and make it a separate item.
Could I ask for Jill or somebody to get involved? Because suppose somebody's doesn't have the package. Suppose I'm just supporting somebody or want to put a sign out in my yard or go put a sign out someplace else. So
Yes, sir, we can put that on the webpage.
would we
Yeah.
try and get it clear ahead of time so there's no
And
confusion?
you're talking about not for the candidates, but the citizens
For everybody,
themselves.
for the whole system.
Yes, sir.
We actually created a page recently just specifically about political signs, and so we'll be doing a post in addition after the 18th, just as a reminder for folks, and it's got all the rules and regulations on there.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
I think it's trophyclub.org/signs or election signs.
Okay, then enforcement would be, at least for the first time somebody makes an error or whatever, would be easy, but then so that as people, if they do make a mistake or put something in the wrong spot,
Yes, sir.
that it's clear rather than be hostile.
Yes, sir. Our goal is education, not.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get to
Yes, sir.
ahead of time. Thank you.
Any other questions? Time for public comments. This is an opportunity for citizens to address the council on any matter. The council is not permitted to discuss or take action on any presentations made. Presentations are limited to matters over which the council has authority. Speakers have up to 4 minutes or the time limited determined by the presiding officer. Each speaker must have submitted their request to speak by completing the speaker's form, or they may email mayorandcouncil@trophyclub.org. Anita, do we have anybody signed up?
Nobody signed up.
Okay.
Greg, that lady?
Sure.
I'm Carol Tambari. I live at 303 Meadow Lake Drive. I just wanted to introduce myself. I know some of you. Sarah Monger, president of the Women's Club, has just appointed me the town liaison, so I just wanted to say hi. Look forward to working with you. If there's anything I can do to help, information flow both ways, project coordination or collaboration, let me know.
Carol lives around the corner from me, so she can bug me a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks, Carol.
Thank you, Carol.
All right, next item, we have the consent agenda. Any council member wishing to pull an item? Call for a motion.
I make a motion to accept the consent agenda items 6 through 8.
Second? Call. All those in favor? Future agenda items.
Good evening, Mayor Pro Tem Lamont and council members. This is our only item for tonight, so this is a pretty light agenda, other than what little bit you had on consent. Update on our future agenda items. We have some pretty good updates this time around. We've got some work that's been done in each of these areas. So Half and Associates on number 1 to receive an update or an update regarding the entryway monumentation. So Half and Associates has given me some renderings. And then we've also gotten some renderings in for another one of the statues. We talked about a family statue or some teenager statues for teenage golfers at one of the entrances. So that's been passed on to those council members on the art subcommittee, and that's waiting on their comments back. I've gotten one back. I've got 2 others to get comments back from. And then we have some renderings and some nighttime lighting renderings for one intersection, and I'm going to get that out to this group as well tonight, and then you guys can have an opportunity to make your comments on that as well, and make sure that we're on the right track before they give us all of them. And that'll be the next step, is that they should be able to give us those same renderings for each location, including the daytime and nighttime lighting areas. So that's a nice step forward. In number 2, the development of the strategic plan, I'm glad to say, and most of you have already met, Ms. Tamara Smith is with us now, and Tamara is the assistant to the town manager. She's going to be assisting me in several areas, but one of the areas that she has some expertise in is the strategic plan. So we're going to be kicking that off. We've got a meeting next week scheduled already to start talking through some of these things, and so we're going to get that moving here and hopefully have some good progress made once we get the council retreat and the director's retreat completed, and by midsummer we hope to have something pretty substantial in place there. The Veterans War Memorial, the obelisk, is not only in the United States. It took forever for it to get to the United States, but now it's in the United States. The engraving is completed, and the installation is scheduled for next week. Now, we will not have the unveiling until we choose a date, so I'm working with the Veterans Committee, and we're trying to choose the appropriate date to have a small ceremony for the unveiling. So that's moving along very nicely. Promoting the businesses with EDC and HOT at the last meeting, council approved our program that we put in place with Jill that's going to be running that. Ms. Lynn is going to be taking over that with a third-party company, and we're going to start advertising and trying to draw some more visitors into Trophy Club. The traffic management plan, we got direction from council at the last meeting to move forward with one of the roundabouts, so TNP is now working on the proposal to send back to us with a dollar amount for the construction and design. So we're going well there. That's all that I have in changes, so I'd like to take a moment and see if there's anything that council would like to add to future agenda items.
I have an item.
Yes, sir.
We've discussed it and mentioned it, but we don't have it on the list yet, and that is consider and look at the flashing lights for the crosswalks near the existing roundabout. It's like playing Frogger there for people trying to cross.
Do we have a second on that?
Second.
Okay, we'll add that to the list.
Thank you.
Any other items?
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
The time is now 7:27, and council will recess into executive session. Item number 10, pursuant to the following designated section of the Texas Governmental Code, annotated Chapter 551, the town council will recess into executive session to discuss the following: economic development negotiations. Thank you for coming. Oh, moving that on. Okay. Let's see.
No. I want the chocolate. Right. Yeah, wow.
Everybody ready? Yep. The time is now 7:36, and council will recess. Oh, sorry about that. Reconvene.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Wait a minute. Oh, calm down.
He's enjoying being in charge.
Easy there, Sonny.
Regarding executive session, no action taken.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Thank you very much for watching.
Adjourn time? Are we adjourned?
I did that, 7:37.
Okay, I didn't hear that. Sorry.
Oh,
Have to bang the gavel again?
Bang it.
oh, okay.
Do it.
I'll get you the list I have. The reason I have to give it to you, Brad, is because